So right here I got a 1966 Chevrolet Impala. So right now what I'm going to do is change out the circuit board for the dash cluster. So what's going on is fuel gauge isn't working, and I did some diagnostics on it already and changed out the resistor in the rear because it was burnt out as well. It worked for a little while and then it went out again. And when I took it apart, I had seen that moisture was actually inside of the circuit board itself. So today I'm going to go ahead and replace it and see if we can get this thing to work again. So what you're going to do is look for the screws. So you see all these screw holes here. They're all missing in this car. There's no screws. So if yours has it, you'll have to remove them. I got a couple screws here. Then I'll have to remove the box for the glove compartment. There's a couple screws there. A couple screws holding the door on. A couple Phillips here. And once those are removed, just pull these knobs right here for the original stereo. Just pull these knobs off as well. And then that'll clear those. Let's see. So it looks like somebody had tried before to get these out. So when you unscrew these, this one's still good. So you unscrew this and then, you'll get that clearance right there to be able to slide those out. This one's still in there, but somebody broke that one already. So don't worry about that. All right, once I get this off, I'll come back and show you guys the back of the cluster. Beneath the dash now. Let's see. Speedometer cable here. So what I'm gonna do is just twist it out. Okay. And then let's see if I can show you guys the connector. And there's the connector right there for the harness. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect that. Squeeze them. Squeeze on the top and bottom. Just pull straight out. And I'll just inspect the pins. The pins are nice and clean. Okay. Now let's go up and remove the dash. You also look underneath the dash. You see you have screw holes here. Another one on the driver's side over here. Those are missing as well. So I already got the glove box removed, got the cover removed, took all the bolts off or screws off for those. Now we should be able to slide her out. Clear that edge. That hooks on. And then clear the bottom. There it goes. So, let it out. Okay, let's go take a look at it. That I'm referring to that had water damage. You can see it's got some buildup. There's some nastiness in there. I believe that's what's ruining my connection to my fuel. You see the new resistor I put in there. So now we're going to get to removing all this stuff and see about putting our new one on and see if we can get this thing to work again. Remove the fuel gauge bolts to the resistor. So let's get these bolts out of here. And let's take the bulbs out. There are bulbs. Just keep them in relatively the same area. Quarter. So let's get these bolts off. So what I'm going to have to check is if this is even grounded properly as well. So this one didn't have none. These didn't have none for the clock. So I'm sure we'll be all right. Now let's remove that old one. Put this new one on there. And just do what you just did in reverse. Up now, snug them down. You don't have to torque these things crazy. All right, it's a little lightweight. And go ahead and you can just start throwing your bulbs back in. And these bulbs, when you twist them on, see they got their little points of connection. One side's gonna be a ground, one side's gonna be a positive. All right, we're gonna know that this one's our ground. That's where our bolt's at. All right. Let's see, this one's pretty dirty. Let's scratch it up a little bit. The dimple's what actually makes the contact to it, so all that needs to be shiny is the dimples. All right, put those back in. If you have any of them flickering, what you can do is these little tabs, you can actually bend it up a little bit. Bend them up, and then that'll get good contact in there. So when you go and put it on, there's no question whether or not that bulb is getting power. Okay, come on. And then now you go and drop it back in. Next, we plug it back in. So, alright, I'm going to get that cable and run it back through how it went. Screw it down. Then what I'm going to do with that ground, so you can see right here where all these grounds are meeting. Right here. Alright, and then this is the ground wire I took off from the top. So what I'm going to do is just run it to my circuit board ground bolt that I have there. So that way it grounds this nicely. Move that bolt, put it there, and check everything out. Well, I missed the moment that it moved, but it was close to the full mark. Now it's reading at about 3/4 after I turned on the ignitions. So the things I did go through was the gas tank. I did drop it to check to make sure that the sending unit was in good condition, which everything was reading from there. I did put a ground strap to the tank as well to also add a little ground. I tested it by moving the lever up and down, and we did get a reading off the gauge. The next thing to go out was the resistor behind the actual fuel gauge itself. Replaced that. It worked again for another couple months, and now we're at this point here where we had to do the circuit board.